What's up, everybody? It's been a long time since I've been on YouTube. Yeah, life, life has happened. I graduated college, been working in the city of Pittsburgh, doing Pittsburgh things. But I've been around. Still been watching wrestling. Uh, Not much has changed with the WWE. They still hit or miss on certain things. But just life has happened. I know I haven't been on here a while. I have no idea what my intentions are with this channel, with this video. I still have a channel. Don't ask me about XODW. It will never return. However, I don't even know if the videos are public or private right now, but I do have the video still. If anybody is even remotely interested in watching, I highly doubt that. So the last time I made a video was like Money in the Bank, like 2015 or something like that. Yeah, it's been a long time. There's no real great reason on why I haven't really been making videos. I mean, again, it was college, it was life in general. And YouTube has just changed a whole lot since, I was on. When I was on the YWC, the Internet Wrestling Community, or the YouTube Wrestling Community, was actually a thing. Now there's like a handful of channels that everyone gets their information from, essentially, and that's about it. It's been monetized. And I kind of wish I stuck with it. At one point in time, I had 800 subscribers. Now I'm pretty sure there might be like maybe 10 of you that might watch this video. We'll see. So I'm gonna make this video about WrestleMania 35. I have, again, no real grand intentions on making this video, or like I don't know what's really gonna happen with this video after it gets uploaded to the ether. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Today's what, April the 11th. It was when I'm recording this, so maybe you're seeing this on the 11th, the 12th. I don't know. Whenever you're seeing this, hello. It's been quite a while since you probably see me. I got this new hair now, which is great, just phenomenal. I like having longer hair. And yeah, I've still been watching wrestling. WWE has a lot going on right now. Again, just a lot has changed in the past couple of years with just the way the world is now, the way YouTube is now. WWE has, obviously they still have Raw and SmackDown, but now NXT is like really pushing it. I was watching NXT probably up until 2017 or so. It's just too much wrestling. I don't even watch 205 Live heavily. We'll get to that first match in a second. But there's just a lot of stuff, a lot going on, guys. So again, I don't know what's gonna happen with this video. Obviously, if you're seeing it, I uploaded it, had the balls to upload it. But yeah, we'll see. This channel might be devoted to other things. I am big into other stuff other than wrestling right now. I'm a big music guy, big movie guy. So, who knows what kind of stuff I will be reviewing. But again, yeah, the last time that I reviewed wrestling was like 2015. I don't remember what I did for star ratings. I don't know really much of anything. I did not watch any of my former videos before uploading this. But I'm just going to give my quick opinion on WrestleMania 35 if anybody cares. Basically, this is a video just to say hello, let the world know I'm still alive and still out there. If you follow me on Twitter, I mean, I could drop the Twitter handles and all that later. But yeah, I am still alive. And yeah, here we go. Let's get into WrestleMania 35. Personally, I did like this WrestleMania more than the past couple years. I would not say this WrestleMania is on par with like 30 or 31 when it comes to recent WrestleManias. However, definitely think this is way better than like 32. I hated 32. And 33 and 34 weren't bad, but I think this was better than 33 and 34 personally. I think this is, yeah, again, it's not as good as 30 and 31. But out of the 30s, WrestleManias, I do enjoy this one quite a bit. So let's get into it. I will not really go too much into the pre-show. There's four matches on the pre-show. I'll go into them literally in 2 seconds. I just do want to say, WWE, if you ever come across this video, just WrestleMania is too damn long. I didn't get home until like almost 1 a.m. after leaving my friend's place. He doesn't even live that far from me. The main show started at 7, and the show didn't end until 12:35 Eastern Standard Time. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Back in the day, WrestleMania would start at 7, end at 11. If there were pre-show matches, they just wouldn't be aired. But now that you guys have the network, it's a little overkill. By the time we get to like, I don't know what the 14th, 15th match of the night, like the crowd is done, I'm tired. I think after I forget what match it was, but like after like the Roman Reigns match or something, or like the Triple H Batista match, I'm like, there's three more matches left, and it's too long. Shorten it, do something with it. It's too much. Okay, so on to the card. I'm not gonna give great reviews about the pre-show stuff because it is the pre-show, and I barely watched the very first opener match. So the opener was Tony Nese versus Buddy Murphy for the cruiserweight title. Again, I haven't watched a lot of 205 live, so I can't even give you a good synopsis of how their feud has been and whatnot. But I have known Buddy Murphy has had the cruiserweight title for a while. I'm pretty sure the match was good from what I saw. Again, I was just getting to my friend's house when I was watching this. So that match was good. Tony Nese ended up winning. So I don't know what's going to happen with Buddy Murphy. Last time I saw, he's going to have a match with Velveteen Dream on NXT. So he might be going back to NXT. I don't really know what's happening with that. But yeah, the match was solid. Uh, Next, Carmella won the Women's Battle Royal. Again, this was fine. I did enjoy this actually quite a bit. I was surprised that Sarah Logan was actually about to win, but then Carmella came back and gave her the boot. So that was fine. Uh, Third pre-show match was Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder defeating the Revival, and I actually really enjoyed this match. I'm happy that Kurt Hawkins finally got a dub. That was really entertaining. I did expect the next night on Raw for them to lose the titles back to the Revival, like Zack Ryder just won the IC title a couple years ago at Mania and then lost it like the next night on Raw. That's cool that the Major Brothers finally are tag champs and actually doing something with both of them. And then finally, Braun Strowman won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That's too long to say. I did enjoy the spots with like Colin Jost and Michael Che from SNL, and like the ending with like the Hardys. We all knew Braun was going to win at that point, but you know it was still pretty entertaining. So on to the main card. This is just too much. First match of the night. Well, before I even get to the first match, I'm pretty sure what Hulk Hogan and Alexa Bliss came out, did their little spiel, and then Paul Heyman came out, said, "If we're not going to be the main event, let's get this started right away." And I was pretty elated to have this match be the opener. But then Brock Lesnar did this big beatdown on Seth Rollins. I don't know how long it lasted, but it felt like 5-10 minutes of just beating him down. At this point, I just knew that Seth Rollins was going to win. So Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar. I think the ref was distracted after the bell actually finally rang. Gave him a low blow, gave him a couple curb stomps, and that was it. Personally, I've been hating Brock Lesnar as the champ. Not that, I don't know. I don't know what happened with Brock Lesnar. When he first came back, when he beat up John Cena, like it was really great. His matches were very entertaining. That match, I remember 2015 Royal Rumble, it was like him versus Cena versus Seth Rollins. I was very entertained by him back then, but the last couple of years, ever since beating Roman Reigns and all this stuff, I've just been bored with the guy. I'm sure a lot of you have too. So this is nice. Hopefully Brock Lesnar will just be off my TV for a while. And the Universal title, hopefully Seth Rollins doesn't get hurt with it. Hopefully the Universal title, they actually do something with it. If they're not gonna, combine that in the WWE Championship, I don't know what they're doing with that. We'll see. So that match was good. I'm not really gonna give it a star rating. I don't know if I want to give star ratings in this, but if I had to give that a star rating, I'd probably give it a 2 stars. Again, it wasn't that great of a match. However, I did enjoy the result a lot. Second match of the night was AJ Styles beating Randy Orton. And this match I actually really enjoyed as well. Again, the crowd was like a little distracted by the lighting situation, so the crowd wasn't 100% into it. But I thoroughly enjoyed this match a lot. I'd probably just give this match a solid 3 stars. Again, I'm not really caring about the match ratings here, but this was a very solid match. Randy Orton and AJ are 2 great performers, and they put on a solid match. Supposedly AJ might be hurt from this match. I think after the spot where he gave him the phenomenal forearm onto the outside. But yeah, AJ Styles ends up winning. Totally cool with this. Randy Orton and his WrestleMania entrances always have something weird going on. Like last couple years ago, it was like the little snake looking like semen. This year, it was the snakes looking like big piles of doo-doo. They got to do something with that. So, third match of the night. Almost the match of the night, in my honest opinion. The Usos versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura and The Bar. This match was great. It was very fast-paced. Everyone got their stuff in, which I was like very happy about. Again, the really good spot was when, I think it was Cesaro, he had Ricochet in the spin, the twirl thing, and Sheamus was giving everybody the little brogue hammer thing with my jigs. So that was great. The whole match itself was great. I have nothing bad to say about this match. I'm actually really happy that the Usos retained. They didn't really get to keep the titles long after this match, but it was this almost the match, not match of the night, but like this was one of the matches in the highlights of the nights for sure. Yeah, great match. Nothing really bad to say about it. I was just surprised Aleister Black and Ricochet had like 3 title matches the week of WrestleMania, which was kind of hilarious. So I'll give this one 3.5 stars. This was a very, very solid, very entertaining match. We kept it going next with the Shane McMahon versus Miz match, and again, this story has been going on for a very long time. I have been enjoying this feud, and yeah, I mean, Shane McMahon's punches are not great. However, this match was pretty good for what it was. They had a lot of good spots. Um, it wasn't really back and forth this match. It felt like one person was always in control. I think Shane was in control of the early portions of the match. Miz came back. Shane got some punches in, and then the ending with the suplex off of the scaffolding. Very entertaining that Shane won after the suplex, after the fact. But that's cool. I did enjoy this match a lot. And yeah, I liked it. I'll probably give this one a solid 3 stars. Uh, so next match was the Iconics versus the Boston Hug Connection versus Nia Jackson Tamita versus Beth Phoenix, Nice Return, and Natalia. This match was solid. My friend ended up taking this match as a bathroom break. Shame on UTC. But I watched it. This was solid for what it was. I thought that it was, I wouldn't say sloppy is not the word I'm looking for. Just a little. They rushed. It felt a little rushed. Some of the spots that they were doing, they just felt like they weren't connecting all the way. So that kind of hurt from the match a little bit. I thought this match could have been a little bit better than what it was. So I'll give this match like 2.5, 2 3/4 stars. It was solid. It wasn't really anything to write home about, but the Iconics ended up taking up the win. So I'm happy about that. So we'll see what happens with the women's tag titles. It was a long time coming for them to have belts now that the women's roster has exploded and there's so many women on the roster. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the Iconics, but I'm happy that they won. They're probably one of, if not the only actual like tag teams in the women's division. They've always been together all the way back to their days in NXT. So that was solid. Now, my match of the night. You guys, if you've been watching this channel, I'm sure maybe there has to have been videos in the past of me just ranting and raving on me loving Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston and Matt Hardy are and still are probably my favorite wrestlers. Growing up, they definitely were. They still are to this day. And the past couple months, everything with Kofi Kingston has just been phenomenal. Me being African American, there has not been a black WWE champion. Booker T and Mark Henry do not count, and The Rock also does not count because he, represents his Samoan heritage. So finally seeing Kofi Kingston actually win this match after like the whole storyline, everything that involving with Mustafa Ali, just going all the way back to his feud with Randy Orton in like 2009. This has been like long overdue. Honestly, if Kofi did not win this match, I would have considered just walking out of my friend's house and just going home because I would have been extremely, extremely disappointed. But they finally did it. Not only that, the match was phenomenal. Obviously, it was my match of the night. Daniel Bryan and Kofi just have really good chemistry, going all the way back to like the Elimination Chamber. The last 10 minutes of that was phenomenal. I knew this was going to be good. But yeah, I'll probably give this one probably solid 4 stars, 4.25 star match. Match of the night. Finally happy that Kofi got it. And then him bringing his kids into the ring and the New Day and him celebrating. It was just phenomenal. So yeah, match of the night. And yeah, I was actually very happy that they put this match where they put it because the crowd wasn't burnt out from everything yet. So after that, the next match of the night was Samoa Joe beating Rey Mysterio in literally a minute for the U.S. title. The moment he put him in the coquina clutch, I just knew it was over. There were reports that Rey was injured throughout like the week. They did put this on after the WWE title match. So I thought this was actually fine for what it was. I'm not really going to give it a star rating at all. But I thought this match was actually fine for what it was. It's kind of cool because Rey Mysterio beat JBL pretty quickly in WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 25 for the Intercontinental Championship. So he's like on the other end of it now. Again, this sucks if he got hurt because this match actually could have been really good. But they better do something with Samoa Joe now. Now that he beat up Rey Mysterio within a minute, they needed capitalize on his momentum. The next match after that was Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. And personally, I was not really into this match. I've been great. I've been like really happy ever since Roman came back from injury. However, I just wasn't really into this feud. It just felt like both guys didn't have anything to do, so they just put them in a feud together quickly and had Roman win. Everyone and their mom knew that Roman was probably going to win this match, so I'm not really surprised. I'll give this match a solid like 2.5, 2 3/4 star. Again, it wasn't really anything to write home about. Normal stuff. These guys, I mean, I feel like Roman almost doesn't have. I don't know who he has chemistry with other than like Brock Lesnar and maybe Seth Rollins, but I feel like Roman doesn't have great chemistry with anybody yet, or in a while, or really. I haven't really seen a solid Roman Reigns match in a very long time. So yeah, the match was what it was. Roman won. Next match of the night was Triple H versus Batista in the No Holds Barred match, and like personally, I did not enjoy this match that much either. Granted, I was marking out for Batista. I was actually at the Raw in Pittsburgh when Batista actually came back to Raw for the first time. And I was always a big fan of Batista. But ever since he came back, even at WrestleMania 30, he lost all that weight, all the muscle, and he's just not the same. Dude is, I think he's 50 years old, and Triple H is like 49. So like, there's only so much that these guys can do anymore. So yeah, I did not like this match that much. I thought it was long. I thought it dragged out too long. I mean, there were some solid moments, but personally, I did not enjoy this match at all, and I kind of had a feeling that I wasn't going to enjoy this match. I personally haven't really enjoyed a Triple H match at WrestleMania in a very long time. Um, I can't even. Probably the stuff with Undertaker was the last time I actually enjoyed a Triple H match. Oh well, no, last year was great with Ronda. That was actually a good match. The tag team match with Kurt Angle. But yeah, I haven't enjoyed like a Kurt Angle or a Triple H singles match at WrestleMania in a very long time. I'll give this a solid 2 stars. It didn't really impress me, but it was cool to see Batista again. Next was Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle in Kurt Angle's retirement match, and quite literally nothing happened here. That was really disappointing. Kurt Angle being a Pittsburgh native, I thought that he just deserved a better opponent. Possibly John Cena, but Cena had the whole thing with Elias, which I thought was interesting. Uh, Cena also, I hope there wasn't Cena's curtain call because that's what they were trying to push home. So hopefully Cena comes back, and actually I would be okay with Cena inserting himself into the WWE title picture or the Universal title picture, whatever they do with the world titles. I'd actually be totally okay with it. It's been a while for Cena, but he might be done. But going back to the Kurt Angle match, it was okay. It was what it was. Baron Corbin ended up winning. I think he had hit the end of days for the win. I'll give this a solid 2 stars as well. It's just sad to see Kurt Angle. I mean, yeah, he was a lot older, and he couldn't do a lot of the same stuff that he could do in the past. Although he did hit a moonsault at one point in the match, which was cool. But yeah, the match was what it was. At this point in the night, I was just trying to go home. It was like 11:30. I was like, this. I've been at my friend's house since like 5:30. It's been a long day. So I felt like the crowd was definitely probably feeling that even more being at the event. Next to last match of the night was Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. Bobby Lashley had these weird contacts. Personally, I thought that, and Finn came out as a demon. Personally, I thought that this match could have been a lot better had it not been probably for time restraints. The match was 4 minutes. And again, these two actually have pretty good chemistry with each other, but the match itself was just really short. Again, everyone knew Finn was going to win. I don't know. I don't want to say this WrestleMania was predictable because they did. I guess it was predictable, but at the same time, I like predictable if they're going to give the fans what they want because I feel like the last couple years, with Brock Lesnar beating Roman, and everyone just kind of wanting Roman just to win just so Brock could go away. It felt like they in the past they liked to shock people. Even though it's not what we want. And this year, it was a little predictable, but I'm not really going to complain about it because they gave the fans almost everything that they wanted. So Finn won the IC title back. Don't really know why they took it away from him in the first place. He only lost it a month, 2 months ago to Bobby Lashley. So that was weird. I'll give this match a solid 2.5 stars. Again, it wasn't really anything to write home about. It was a little short to write home about it. And then the main event, the winner-take-all match versus it was Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte. The lead up to this match had been a roller coaster for me. I was very, very, very much into this match months ago, but the last couple of weeks took me out of it. They just had way too much time in between the actual match and when the triple threat was announced. and there were too many tosses and turns with Becky Lynch being arrested and reinstated, and Charlotte beating Asuka for the title kind of threw me off the loop. But the go home show on Raw, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that segment with like the Stormtrooper cops and them being just absolute idiots. I actually loved that segment so much, and that got me back into this match. But everyone wanted Becky to win. I wanted Becky to win, but I would have actually been okay with any of these women winning this match. So the match was actually very solid. It felt like, again, like the other women's tag team match. It felt like a little rushed at times. They say that the ending might have been a little rushed. That's fine. I personally, I enjoyed the ending. It was a shock. It was out of nowhere. It would have been a shame had any one of these women ended up tapping out. It kind of would have made Charlotte and or Ronda Rousey look bad if one of them had tapped out to Becky Lynch. But I was totally okay with this. Maybe I think Becky. Well, no, Becky is feuding with Lacey Evans right now, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll give this match a solid 3.5 stars. I actually really did enjoy this match. Again, it wasn't like the match of the night, or like it wasn't necessarily on par with like the triple threat match between Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte at WrestleMania 32. But I still did enjoy this match a lot. Some hard strikes in there. It seemed like the women were really going hard, and the crowd was into it. Again, the show was just too long. Had the show not been this long, I feel like the crowd would have been a little bit more into it. Not that they weren't into it, but with the Kofi win and just the card being 5 hours long, it was really long. So this video went on for way, 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 way too long. I give the card, I don't even know. I'm not going to give the whole show a star rating, but I thoroughly enjoyed WrestleMania 35. I was thoroughly sports entertained, as some of my friends would say. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I have no idea what's going to happen with this channel. I don't know when the next time you'll see me will be. But I may be around, I may not be. But until then, it's been nice knowing you. Peace.